Leonard Fournette had 181 rushing yards and 2 touchdowns in the Jaguars' blowout win against the Steelers Sunday, but it was a fourth-quarter run that fired up his Jags teammates. On the play, Fournette challenged Steelers safety Mike Mitchell and ran over him. Afterwards, Fournette said, quote, "I kind of told him, come on." I'm joined once again by Eric Dickerson. I think I might know the answer to this, but
These kids today.
Yeah. Do you like Fournette's physical running style, Eric?
You know, I like his physicality, but let me tell you something. You can't do that. You cannot do that. As a running back, you only have so many hits in your body. You really do. You
can't do it long.
You can. Ask my good friend Earl Campbell. Yep. Prime example. You know, Earl was that kind of guy. Ran hard, ran over everyone, but you can't do it because it's 11 guys on defense, and most of the time you get hit, you're going to get hit by 4 and 5 guys. Now, you probably never had this problem, but when guys grab you, first thing they say, hold him up, hold him up. And I mean, they mean hold you up till we get there. You know, he took on a safety, a cornerback. That's different. He's taking on those linebackers. You cannot do that. I mean, he's young. And look, I'm sure that down in Jacksonville, you know, they didn't have nothing to talk about. So they kind of probably baited him into that. You know, they're talking about hurricanes and NASCAR and, you know, and this. And it's just not, it's not smart. I have to laugh because I know you can't do that. As a running back, I'll say this. By week 11 in my NFL, my first year as a rookie, I was tired because I'm a feature back. He's a feature back. You start losing weight. I went from 225 to 217. You just get beat down. And when I see it, I just laugh. I'm like, you can't do that.
I look at running backs as like car insurance. You have it, but you're not trying to prove how good it is.
Like Geico?
I ain't getting into no car crashes, Skip, if I don't have to. There are going to be times on a 3rd and 1 or 3rd and 2, you might have to bulldoze your way and get that first down. But if there's a chance, as my position coach Les Steckel used to tell me, son, know when the journey's over.
Exactly.
You trying to play that hero ball? Okay, that's probably good. Yeah, get him, Sharp. Get him. Ooh, I'm going back to the huddle. Dizzy. I'm like, no, Sharp shouldn't have got it. Sharp should have went out of bounds. And when we go to the Hall of Fame, ED, every year we see Earl. And we look at, he was the exact type runner, Skip. You covered him. He would not go out of bounds. He was trying to run over people. It shortened his career.
It is.
Basically, that hit right there, it took 20 carries off his carries that he would have got moving forward. Now, you keep getting in 21 years old, you young. Yeah, what? What?
You say jump up?
Year 3, you throw that blink on and get right up out of bounds.
Ding, 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 ding.
You realize he did.
Yes.
Yeah. He's 21.
Yeah.
And I like
you and me right here. A lot of trash talk going on.
Yeah.
So, quick story on Leonard Fournette. So I run into Les Miles before Leonard's freshman year at LSU. And you know how Les is? He's just spilling his emotion. He pulls me aside, puts his hand on both my shoulders, and he's telling me, this kid is going to turn into Michael Jordan. That's the reference he used. He's going to be the Michael Jordan of the National Football League because he is so gifted both in physicality and has all the traits that you'd want to be Eric Dickerson, and he's got the work ethic to go along with it. So I'm all in, man. I want to suit up and play. He's got me all fired up. And I'm waiting and I'm watching, and against Syracuse or Mississippi State, he would just run wild. And then you know what happened?
Bama.
His sophomore year happened at, let's see, it was at Alabama, and he goes 19 tries for a total of 31 yards. But last year, I'm still all in. So we start Undisputed here on Fox Sports 1, and I predict that Leonard Fournette is going to get revenge and win the Heisman Trophy because I think they got Bama coming to LSU, and I lost my first case of Diet Mountain Dew on that Saturday night because I took Leonard Fournette and LSU at home. I mean, they got Jamal Adams. They're loaded with all those corners. They got draft picks everywhere. And it was, what was it, like nothing and nothing going to the fourth quarter, and then Jalen Hurts happened, right? And he made a big play, and that was basically, it was a one-play game. Big run by him. And Leonard Fournette goes 17 tries for a total of 35 yards in that game, and I'm all out. You know, like, I'm just like, seriously? Because this is where you show people. This is where you say, I'm going to be Eric Dickerson. You know, this is where, this is a money game. This is everybody's watching, and you come up small again. So I'm thinking going into the draft, I'm just not in love with him because at this level, you can't just bully people.
No.
Maybe you can bully Mike Mitchell, who's a little smaller than you, but you can't bully linebackers.
No.
So I'm not sure yet.
Well, you know, I can say I remember my first big hit in the NFL. Big hit. We're playing the Buffalo Bills at home, and I was having a good year because I think it was in my 7th week, and I was having my rookie season. Yeah. And I cut back on the goal line. Cut back. I made a hard cut back, and I cut back until I don't even know who the guy's name is. I cut back into a linebacker, and he hit me so hard, my teeth went, in with my mouthpiece. I got up. I went, oh my God. I said, I just got hit then. I said, I don't want to get hit like that again.
You did not score.
I did not score. I said, I do not want to get hit like that again. You know, it's certain times where you have to look. You got to run hard. You got to put your head down. It's some of those games, but
goal line or 31, 4th and 1.
But even sometimes like when we played the Chicago Bears. Not in '85. You know, they shut me down in '85. But it was times when it's a tough week. You got to run over guys. You got to try to run around guys. It's that week. But then you have the weeks where I'm trying to avoid guys. I'm trying to get outside. John Robinson told me I got caught up on the sideline. Once again, hold him up till we get there. John said. When I got to the side, he said, he's my head coach at the Rams. He said, hey, son, know when to say enough is enough. Go down. Yeah. I said, I got it.
Hey, know when the journey's
over.
Most of the time, if you look at the backs that's played 10-plus years, you look at the running style. You look at the Marcus Allen, the Emmitt Smith.
And by the way, John Robinson coached Marcus Allen.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
ED. Yep. You look at those guys. Mm-hmm. For every Jerome Bettis that had that physical running style, you get the Earl Campbells, and you get the guys that played 5-6 years as opposed to longevity. You're not playing 10 years with that running style. That's not going to happen. I mean, you always go get your teammates fired up.
It looks good. It looks good on TV.
Get him, Leonard.
The highlights and everything.
Leonard, get it.
But when he go home, he's like, I got to get in the tub. I'm beat up, man.
Yes.
That's what you get.
And by the way, if people have seen Earl lately, he has a hard time getting around.
Earl, like I said, Earl is my friend, my good friend. But Earl's in a wheelchair most of the time. He's on a walker. And Earl would, to me.
Both knees replaced, right?
Yes. Earl was one of the players you like, oh, my God. When the hits was like
he was
ferocious.
Tyler Rose. Remember that?
Yeah.
And he just crushed my Oklahoma Sooners by running over them. And he ran over the NFL for a while.
Yeah, 6 years. Mm-hmm. 6 years.
Those first 3 years, boy, you had to watch.
You had to watch.
You had to watch. I mean, because Pittsburgh were dominant. And then there were some games, Pittsburgh shut everybody down, but you make Earl start running that thing. With that hit that he put on the Rams guy when he broke his sternum.
Oh, Isaiah, my man Isaiah Robinson. Yeah.
And then when him and Jack Taylor hit at the goal line.
Now, you know that takes some years off your career. I mean, that hit.
Both of them left. Pow!
I mean, you don't forget that. I mean, you go home.
ED, you know this. You remember I can tell you every hard hit that I took. I can tell you the play call. I can tell you the guy hit me.
Funny, you remember it?
Man, I caught a shallow cross against the Jets opening day. I'm running, and I don't see Gary Jones coming downhill. So Ed get a block. I turn up inside. He hit me. All I hear is buzzing. What to bring the wood? What to bring the wood? I'm like, what wood? I said, what wood? I had a shield on at the time. It was like somebody cracked the windshield. I had a crack. I was like, they like, Sharp, you all right? I'm like,
that happened.
No,
that happened to me in Chicago in the NFC Championship game. Michael Singletary hit me so hard when I got up. I saw 2 rainbows crossing, stars in the sky.
Really?
When I got to the side, I said, "What's your name?" Eric Dickerson. Where you at? Chicago. Right. What's your date of birth? I remember saying, I don't know. He's all right. He all right.
But hey, I caught a flat route against the Raiders. Now the linebacker had walked on the other tight end because we had 2 tight ends in. Mike Morton, I never forget. So we thinking the linebacker walking on another tight end is man. They playing cover 2. So I run the flat. I'm hightailing it out there. That dude hit me.
So you make their highlight tape. You make their highlight.
Man, I was so mad at John, but he was thinking like I was thinking. I'm thinking this man, he thinking this man, but it's cover 2. That's a rolled up. That's not a rolled up corner. That's a rolled up linebacker. He hit me right up under my chin.
Well, thankfully,
let me ask one
the
last
concussion
question.
protocol's a
Yeah,
little
yeah.
more advanced now.
What's it feel like to get run over every day on Undisputed? I'm just curious.
Nah, I don't get hit that hard.
No?
I be beating you
No
down.
concussion
Skip, I
protocol?
be beating you
I
down.
was just
Skip.
curious.
I hope my man don't try to run over Aaron Donald this week. That's all I got.
Yeah, they host the Rams on Sunday. They're playing
You
well,
be
though.
concussion protocol.
But Eric, you don't get to go viral if you don't, tell them come on and run them over.
Oh, you will go viral.
You go viral already in the wrong direction.
Thanks for joining
They be
us.
doing this.
Yeah, exactly.
Pro Bowl cornerback Antonio Cromartie joins us next. We'll be right back.